Vote her out. Get rid of Richie Torres. Vote his out. I have nothing to lose. So I can stand up here and
All right, y'all, so we are watching a Fox News interview, Fox Business specifically. It is a mother of a slain New York City veteran pretty much coming out and endorsing Trump. She says a speech in which she feels as if people from the left need to actually start moving to the right. She thinks that people on the left is doing more harm than good. So we're going to go ahead and watch this, and yeah.
Former Bronx resident, Madeleine Brame, spoke at the Trump rally last night. She said, look, it's time to vote out far-left Democrats. Roll that tape.
I like how she...
This to happen.
Let me know.
Every last person here needs to rise up and get fighting mad. Get fighting mad. And make sure that you are registered to vote and go out there and you vote up and down the line, not just the presidency. The local elections are more important than the presidency. Get rid of AOC. Vote her out. Get rid of Richie Torres. Vote his out. I have nothing to lose. So I can stand up here and I can say this.
Okay. We cut her off.
Hold on, real quick. When she says she has nothing to lose, y'all go back to my previous videos. I don't see how honestly, they need to put me on the news or something as a political commentator, because it's like what? Like, I don't miss. I keep trying to tell people, like, people are at the point where they feel like they have nothing to lose. So another presidency of Trump does not scare them. Like, let me strategize for y'all Democrats. Let me strategize for y'all. Let me put some political strategy in for y'all, because it's like whoever is in charge, let me speak to the manager, because y'all are not listening to these communities. Y'all are not in touch with reality. It is crazy. Look at my previous video. I said the same thing. People are at the point mentally where they feel like they have nothing to lose. Nothing. And then second thing I was going to say is that I like how she specifies far left Democrats, because I think that is what, I wouldn't even say far left. Like, I think that is where a lot of issues are lying within the Democratic Party, because it's like the Democrats as a whole, moderates to far left or moderates to progressive, depending on how you want to define it. A lot of them feel as if they're trying to cater so much so to the far left that they're forgetting the people in the middle, like these moderates. So, yeah, let's just continue.
Right there. But Madeleine, unfortunately, has agreed to come on the set with us this morning, and here she is, Madeleine Brame, the lady herself.
Madeleine Brame.
We're doing remarkably well, as a matter of fact. Now, New York State is deep, deep blue. Yeah. Do you think that Trump has a realistic chance of taking New York State and the Bronx? He's not going to win in the Bronx, is he?
You know, first of all, thank you so much for having me. Okay, thank you so much. You know, we're excited. The energy is on 1 million all across the city, not just the South Bronx, but entire New York. So Kathy Hochul's statement, all right, about us being clowns, his supporters, well, we say that Kathy Hochul is, excuse my expression, a jackass.
Okay, we didn't get the chance to bleep that out, but, you know.
Okay, if we're clowns, then she's that. Okay. President Trump's chance of winning New York completely is just as good as anybody else's.
Why are you so strongly and passionately in favor of Trump? Why?
Because he speaks our language. Trump is speaking.
Speaking our language. Okay, so I personally don't think Trump is going to win New York, but I do think he is going to. Because I can't say right now, I can't comfortably say I feel like he'll win New York. I just can't. I think it's really, really, really blue. But I do think he's going to make some dents in there. Like, he has a chance. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, he has no chance. He has a chance for sure. For sure. Especially with everything's going on within New York and in Chicago or in Illinois. Like, for sure, for sure.
Language. He has figured out a way to connect. All right, to connect with poor minorities. Let's put it in perspective. Poor minorities meaning black, white, Asian, Jewish, Hispanic, you know, Russian, Italian, anybody who is struggling right now to make ends meet, who work every single day, okay? And when they get paid, their paycheck lasts them 2 days. Ooh. And the refrigerator is still empty, all right? So he has a found.
I'm telling you, like, this is the issue. Like, a lot of people, like, specifically in Democrats, it's not clicking for them right now. Like, they're not clicking that. And not only Democrats, because there's Republicans too, but in regards to, like, Biden and Trump currently, he's acknowledging, like, we are not where we need to be as an economy. As opposed to Biden, he's trying to, like, gaslight us and say, Bidenomics is working. I've done this, that, third. Instead of, like, understanding and listening to the people. Like, hear the people out and say, hey, I've done one term. Give me one more term to make it right for y'all. Like, instead of going that direction, you're just trying to gaslight people. And that's why people are, like, being pushed away.
Way to connect with us people.
Now, a lot of Democrats are turning around and saying, look, Trump essentially is a racist.
Absolutely.
How do you respond to that?
We don't believe that. We don't believe that. You know, they want to pinpoint, you know, certain periods of time where he has said certain things, you know, but I think that a lot of that is taken out of context. All right, and it's framed, and a narrative is created to make it appear as though, because the media can do that, okay? But however, you know, we're looking at what the person is doing, not what they're saying.
She said we're going based off actions, not words. Okay, me personally, I'll never go as far, because the word racist, I don't use that lightly. So if I were to call Trump a racist, that means I would have to call Biden a racist, because they both have done some questionable things and said some questionable things. I don't think either of them are racist. Generally, like, in my heart, I don't think they are genuinely racist to white men. I don't think they're trying to use their position in power to put the white race superior to any other race. I don't believe that. I do think they're both very flawed individuals who have said some messed up things and done some messed up things as well. But I wouldn't go as far and label both of them a racist.
Your son
Yes.
was murdered
Yes.
in New York City in 2018.
Yes.
Does that event have anything to do with your support for Trump?
Absolutely. You know why? Because what Donald Trump is experiencing in the courtrooms of Manhattan Criminal Court right now in Alvin Bragg, you know, I went through that for 5 years. All right, I went through the doom and the gloom and the dark and the dreary and the cold, sitting in those courtrooms for 5 years, and my son being treated like he was the villain, you know, and the people who killed him were more important than my son. You know, his history, his army, you know, his accomplishments were never even mentioned, not one time. They recognized my son as being a fictitious character, right? Wouldn't even call him by name, call him the deceased for 5 years, and I had to sit through that, knowing that my son fought valiantly for this country. He was a hero.
He was in the army, I think.
Received and returned enemy fire on the Taliban, okay? He was out there in the battlefields of Afghanistan to only come home to be killed by a family of homicidal maniacs who had no business being on the street from the beginning.
Madeline, I want to thank you very much for bringing the fire to the rally last.
Now you see where her fire is coming, where her pain is coming. Like, she's speaking from a position of, like, I've lost my son due to some of Democratic policy, so therefore I am not going to support y'all any longer. So I can understand where she is coming from now. I can understand why it hits home to her. That is wild. I was reading the comments and someone said, we don't want welfare, we want jobs. Her speech is impressive. Wow. That's true. That's true. Like, as much as I support social programs, I support social programs in a sense of where it's supposed to temporarily lift them out of their current situation or circumstance. I don't think it's supposed to be used as a means of just fully supporting yourself. So I do think it's gotten to the point where a lot of people feel as if the left is just keeping us in this bubble, keeping us, like, needing assistance from the government, keeping us, like, you know, it's almost like they're holding us back. But in the same breath, sometimes I feel as if their approaches aren't the best way to go about things. So that's where that gray area comes in. It's really ultimately depends on what you feel is the best policy and the best strategy that best supports you, your family, your community, your state, and this country. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the comments down below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you're notified whenever I post a new video. Follow me on my social media. Road to 25,000 subscribers. I love y'all all. God bless y'all. This is Udorak, connecting people with policy. Toodles.